Alright, so I'm gonna be showing you how to make some really good fried chicken. Some of my friends at work, they've been asking me so many times, how do you make your chicken, taste so good? And I'm gonna show you. I was just gonna make it, and I'm like, let me just grab my camera, and then record it so I can show my friends. Alright, so pretty much first you're gonna need your chicken. I bought this from Walmart. It's very cheap. It's only for focus. Come on, focus. I can't pick it up. It's only for like $6.09. Very cheap, and it contains about 12 chicken legs. So I love chicken legs. I love the dark meat. Tastes really good, and the meat is not like it's not like dry when you're chewing it like the breast and so forth. So I always use legs because I love using the legs. You're gonna need a little dish with where you're gonna put your eggs because you want to coat your chicken with the eggs. You don't have to season the chicken beforehand. You're gonna put the eggs in here, like maybe I'm gonna use 4 eggs, and you're gonna just coat the chicken legs with the egg in here. Then you're gonna have another dish which I just poured some flour. I use the self-rising flour. If you just have regular flour, just put some baking soda in it. Baking powder, sorry, baking soda. Baking powder in it, just help it for it to rise. It's not a must, but I just like using the self-rising one. That's personal preference. Then we're gonna mix our seasoning in this flour. So that's what we're gonna do. We don't have to season the chicken ahead of time. We're just gonna season it in the flour. Some people use breadcrumbs, but I just go with flour. Pretty much any seasoning will work, depending on your personal preference. This is where you can experiment, choose what you like. This is one of my favorite seasoning that I love to use. It's a complete seasoning, and I just love using this one. It has lime, it has a lot of spices in it, and one of my favorite. It gives it a nice taste. I'm also gonna be using just a regular seasoned salt. It's pretty much, as I said again, personal preference. Mix whatever you like in it, and you're gonna bring out some nice taste. Some nice flavors. Whatever you like. Whatever seasoning that you like, you can mix with it. But you're gonna need something to add some seasoning, and we're just gonna mix it up in the flour. Another new thing that I've been trying is I used to add like a little salt, sugar in it to give it some nice flavor, and I've been experimenting with some coconut flakes that I got from Walmart. It costs like $1.75, and it makes it taste so good. Makes it taste really good. So I started adding this in it too, and it tastes so good. And this is how I pretty much laid out. First, my egg to coat the legs. I'm gonna coat it in it so that the flour with the seasoning sticks on the chicken leg. Then I'm gonna move it over after I mix it around the chicken legs in the flour with all the seasoning and everything. I'm gonna move it over to my holding area right here, and then I'm gonna put them in my pot to fry. I'm gonna deep fry it. Now I put the very important, when you're frying it, don't put it on high. Put it on like medium or a little bit above medium, because if you put it on high, your chicken's gonna fry on the outside, and on the inside the meat is not gonna be as cooked. So make sure to keep it on low. Alright, and it's a very fast way for you to cook your chicken, and it's gonna taste delicious. So I'm gonna pour my oil in there. Well, my friend was telling me that vegetable oil is not that healthy. I'm not sure. I'm gonna stop using it and use canola right now. But pretty much, you don't have to make it too deep. Just gonna make it like halfway to cover a little over half of the chicken. And that should be about it. I have to put more than that. So it's not that deep, but once I put like 4 chicken in there, I could even put more. Once I put like 4 chicken in there, it's gonna start rising to cover a little over half of the chicken, and then later on I can just turn it over. And remember, again, very important, not on high. Just put it on a little bit above medium or medium, depending on the stove that you're using. Alright, so I already put my flour there, so I'm gonna get my 4 eggs. So pretty much this is how our eggs look. I'm gonna put the seasoning now inside my flour. Put a lot of seasoning in there. Depending on your taste, this is where you can take it to the next level and experiment with your own seasoning that you pick up from Walmart. Walmart has a lot of seasoning and they're pretty cheap. You can mix it around with whatever seasoning that you like. You know, just to get a nice difference. So everybody's gonna have their different tastes, you know, from here pretty much. I'm just gonna put my seasoning in it. Gonna have some nice tasting chicken here. That should be enough. I don't want it too salty and too much sodium in it. And now I'm gonna add my coconut flakes. You know, it just makes it a little bit tasty on the. Yeah, this is something I just started doing, and I realized it brings. I let a couple of my friends taste it, and they love it. You know, and this is pretty much what I'm doing. Is this? These chicken is, you know, I make my food for work per week, you know, every week instead of buying. It's so expensive, you know, you just spend $6 right here. And normally I even find some of the 12 chickens for like $5 flat, you know. But this one I couldn't find any for $5 flat, so I just bought it for just $6 flat. It's very cheap and it's an easy way to make your lunch. And I already cooked my rice and ready. Oops, kind of put too much there, but it's all good. It doesn't hurt. I cooked for my lunch for the week, you know, and it pretty much lasts. So now I'm gonna mix it all up. Mix it all up now. Mix everything together. See if I can hold it like this. Mix everything to a nice consistency. So it looks so nice. Tastes nice. Or if you don't have the coconut flakes, you can just use sugar. A little sugar, not too much. Not too much. You know, I just like that nice taste. I want something nice and delicious. So there we go. So we have our eggs ready, our seasoning to coat it. Can get rid of this, and next step we're gonna coat our chicken and put it here. Then we're gonna put it. It's already being heaten a little bit above medium. And another cool way, one of the why I choose this way to fry my chicken is it doesn't smell the whole place up. You know, your whole place. Sometimes if you shallow fry it, it smells the whole place up when you have it on high and you're shallow frying it. You know, and I use it this way, and it doesn't smell the whole place up. You know, I like that. So now I'm gonna open up my chicken. Come on. Hard to do it with one hand. Here we go. So I'm gonna put my chicken in there. Just make sure the egg cover it all over. Cover all over with the egg. Put it in there. Get everywhere on it. Yeah. Good. Let it drain off a little bit. And now my favorite part, putting it in the flour. Here we go. Yoop. You mix it around like that. Just mix it around. Yeah. Mix it around. My favorite part right here. Just mix it around. To coat it, make it feel dry. Feel dry again, and the egg helps to make the flour stick very well to it. Let me move it over here so I don't mess up the entire place. Good, and it's gonna taste so good. It's gonna taste almost like, you know, Popeyes, close to it, or even better than Popeyes. You know, I love Popeyes chicken. And that's one of the reasons why I do this, you know. If you go to like a fast food, and I just put it down here for a second. I'm gonna put like 4 at a time in my pot. I just use a regular pot, you know, a regular saucepan. I'm sure you might have something like that at home. and it's just a cheap way to do your own stuff, and it doesn't take that long, you know. I would leave it to fry for about 15 minutes or so, you know, and I flip it over every now and then when I'm frying it. Yeah, and I just keep doing it, you know. I'm gonna fast forward in a
see you on the street looking neat. Girl, you look so sweet, so sweet. When I see that neon light shining bright, when you're out of sight, out of sight, the way you pass me by, babe, the way you pass me by, oh yeah.
So here they are from my first video, how they came out looking nice and golden, you know. Once you start seeing it turn a little brown, don't leave it in too long, because it'll, and this way, it's, in my opinion, I would say it's kind of hard to burn the chicken when you deep fry it like that. The only problem with it, which I don't like, is that, you know, too much oil is not good for you. So, you know, my mother always say, you know, just be careful, don't do it too much, you know, but the oil. Another way you can do is to, if you don't want to use too much oil, what my mother used to do is she fried it first. Once she fried, she cook it. Then, you know, it makes it a little bit soft. It's not going to be as crispy, of course. You know, she put it in some boiling water and put some like ketchup in there, and, you know, make it so pretty much it gets rid of the oil, so it's not too much oil. But I don't like it like that. You know, this way it tastes so delicious. It tastes, I would say it tastes better than Popeyes chicken. You know, I love Popeyes chicken too, but you put in your own spices to meet your needs, and it pretty much come out really nice and delicious. You know, I have some more that I put in the pot again, and it should come out, and I have it on not too high, and then I should be done soon. In the next 30 minutes I should be done. Alright, bye bye, and thank you for watching.